What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Loaded Mag TV. In today's video, we're going to be going over my top 3 favorite handguns of 2024. So in no particular order, we're going to start with the M&P 2.0 Compact Carry Comp. This is a brand new release from Smith & Wesson as of 2024. So in no particular order, we're going to start with the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 Compact Carry Comp. This is a new release from Smith & Wesson as of 2024. So this gun has been nothing but amazing. I've had no issues with it whatsoever. It's been 100% reliable, so no complaints there. It ships with two 15-round magazines, so it's in that compact handgun category, similar to the Glock 19. As it says in the name, it is compensated from the factory. So you can see the compensated barrel right on top. Just the slide work from Smith & Wesson is just amazing. I love the look of this. They used to have the fish scales back in the day. They went with this kind of wavy pattern, and it's definitely very aggressive. It's very easy to get a hold of that slide, even if your fingers are wet for whatever reason. So, as you guys could see, I added some accessories. I added the HoloSun SCS MP2 GR standing for green. So this SCS stands for Solar Charging Sight. Now you can see the solar panel right on top. This optic is perfect for this gun because it does not require a plate to be mounted on here. Now, I'm not a fan of having to use plates to mount to your slide. So the best part about this optic is that it directly mounts to this slide. You don't have to use any of the included plates that come with the carry comp. It comes with about 5 or 6 different ones for the RMR footprint, standard red dot optics that are in the industry today, which is really nice, but I am not a fan of using optic plates if you don't have to. And HoloSun released this specifically for the M&P line, and it fits perfectly. The height over bore stays nice and low, and it's just one less thing that could fail. And you're just adding one more part that could possibly fail. So I'm a big fan of this. I also added the Streamlight TLR7X. It's a 500 lumen weapon light. It's perfect for this setup. Now, the trigger for this handgun is phenomenal. As you can see, weapon is clear. Now, they went away from the hinge design of the previous Performance Center triggers, which I hated. Some people love them, but as you guys could see, I'm going to show you the break and the reset. Very crisp reset, very crisp break. Just all around a very, very awesome gun. And I don't know if I mentioned, this does come with fission night sights straight from the factory if you're not going to use a red dot optic, so that's also a bonus. Now, without further ado, we're going to go to the second firearm of my top 3 handguns, and it's going to be the Shadow Systems XR920. Now, this is not a new release from Shadow Systems. I think it's around maybe 2 or 3 years old. They have released newer versions of the XR920 platform. But again, this is the top 3 for my collection. Now, this gun has never malfunctioned once. I have about 3,000 rounds through this gun, and it is nothing but perfection. I have added several upgrades or accessories to this firearm, and I'll go down the list real quick. Make sure that weapon is clear and empty. It does ship from the factory, from Shadow Systems, with 2 17-round PMags. Now, I'm not a huge fan of them. I don't hate them at all. I've been using these as training mags. So when I'm at the range, I'll use these opposed to what I carry is the Glock OEM magazines. Now, this fits any 17-round Glock OEM magazine. And you can see I have a Parker Mountain Machine plus 3 base plate on here. Fits perfect with that FDE theme going on. So you got 20 in the magazine and 1 in the pipe. So you got 21 rounds in this gun, which is pretty awesome. Now, we'll start from front to back. We got the Shadow Systems XR screw-on comp. Now, this comp is amazing. It's a single port comp, and I think it's just perfect. Fits perfect with this particular firearm. You could see it's kind of CNC machined perfectly to fit this slide. Once you have it correctly mounted and perfectly timed, you're going to torque down these two screws, which pushes a little metal piece into the barrel, basically hindering it from moving at all. I don't know if you could see that metal piece right there. Basically just puts pressure up and makes it so it won't back out while you're shooting. Lock tight those screws down, and it hasn't moved in the past 1,000 rounds that I've had it on there, so no complaints there. Moving on back from the compensator, it's screwed onto a Silencer Co. threaded barrel. Now, Shadow Systems does make a thread-on or threaded barrel. I should have opted to get that. I'm kind of upset that I didn't, but I just went and picked this up from, I believe, Optics Planet, and, you know, fits their threaded barrel perfectly. And, you know, also I have the ability to unscrew this and throw a suppressor on there or whatever I want, so that's always nice to have. For the weapon light, I got the Surefire X300 Ultra in FDE. Again, going with that FDE theme. And that brings me right to the Trijicon RMR Type 2. It's a 3 MOA red dot. My favorite thing about this gun, it's all American made. Every part on this weapon is made in America. Not that Holosun or Streamlight aren't good products, but everything being made in America is obviously a win. So again, that's Shadow Systems XR920. And for the third pick, I have the Springfield Prodigy. This is the earlier release 4.25-inch barrel without the compensated barrel. There's definitely a lot of mixed reviews on this gun. I've read so many where they can't get a full magazine through without it failing, stovepiping, just, you know, failure to feed, whatever it may be. But then there's also that other side where they say they never have any malfunctions at all. And I'm actually on that side. I've never had one malfunction with this firearm. And I have about maybe 2,000 rounds through it. And again, it's just been a workhorse, works flawlessly. So let's safety check this. This is a loaded magazine, holds 20 rounds in this one. And it also comes with a 17 round mag, which I'll show you right here. It's a flat or a flush fit. So again, you have the 20 round and the 17 round straight from the factory, which is really nice. And also, a lot of people use the Staccato or STI mags. They have the stainless finish, which is pretty nice, so you have that modularity as well. Now, starting on top, I added the Holosun 509T. Starting on top, I added the Holosun 509T X2. This is the box right here. Now, this is a titanium enclosed emitter red dot optic. It's definitely like a duty grade optic, very thick housing, and closed emitter. I'm just a huge fan of that nowadays. Not that the Trijicon RMR or the Holosun SCS have ever failed me, but I still carry the Holosun 507K all the time. This was on my SIG P365X. I actually just changed out this optic for something else that I'm going to be releasing a video on January 21st. That's the first day of SHOT Show as well, so stay tuned for that. But again, that has since taken the place of this 507 because of a certain feature. Now, as you guys can see, this is a open emitter, and I am constantly wiping the window out of dust and debris or whatever it may be that gets caught in there as I'm carrying it throughout the day. So just be mindful of that when you guys are choosing red dot optics to carry. I'm not saying that open emitter optics are a thing of the past, but closed emitters are something that I just really like. So again, got the closed emitter, titanium housing. This is a workhorse of a red dot. It's similar in design of the Acro, the Aimpoint Acro. There is a cost difference though. I believe this ran me around $450, give or take. And I believe the Acro is around $600. So if you want to save a little bit of cash, you can go with the Holosun. Holosuns have never failed me. Again, I've been carrying this 507K for 3 years now, and it has not failed me. The battery actually still works. I just turned it off, so as you guys see, I just turned it on. Still works. So Not throwing that out, but you guys will see what I replaced it with in the near future, so stay tuned. Going down, we have the Streamlight TLR1HL weapon light. This is a 1,000 lumen weapon light. And yeah, you can't go wrong with this combination. This gun is buttery smooth, as you guys can hear it. Now I'll show you the trigger and the reset. If you guys are into firearms, you'll know that 1911 style handguns have the best triggers out on the market. There's just no beating it with any kind of striker fired handgun. So we'll go into that real quick. So there's very minimal take up, and then you hit a very distinct wall, then break. Reset. Very audible, tactile reset. So just an awesome handgun all around. Now, you do have the options of getting the Staccato P. You can buy 2 or 3 of these for the price of 1 Staccato P. So again, you know, once you start adding optics, you start adding lights, you need a holster, ammo. Is it really worth it to you? I mean, in the long run, when people say that these don't work, that is not the case for me. So it was worth saving that extra cash and buying more ammo to practice with out on the range. So that's just food for thought. And this is my top 3 favorite handguns in my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And again, SHOT Show 2025 is coming up in the next couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. But besides that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.